Welcome to this Zentangle Quickie. My name is Heather Hartwick Gladden. I'm a certified Zentangle teacher, and today we're going to take a look at the tangle Kowabunga from Mollie Zauner. And I hope I pronounced the last name right. Kowabunga, I do know. Oh, this is, I saw it, and this is way cooler than I thought it was going to be. Because it's one of those where after playing with it, right? So I'm so excited. Oh, it's like this. Oh, so okay. Let's just show you. Okay, starting off with a bunch of little C shapes connected, right, to make essentially a star. I did put in mine just because I like to, you know, in the corner, this is the stroke. So that way, people like me that look and go, I see that. How exactly do I go about doing that now? So that's why I just had to. So little C shape, and then another little C shape, and then another little C shape, and another yet, and then another again. You could do that all in one stroke if you are that talented. After I doing them for a while, I kind of got to where I could almost do them, sort of in one stroke. But yeah, you don't have to. You do what works best for you. Okay, and I show it that way because the neat thing. I'm so excited. I'm sorry. The neat thing about Zentangle, one of the many, probably the first neat thing, is anybody can do it. So if you can draw a little C shape, great. And you know what? Does it matter how many little spikes you have coming out of there? No, it doesn't. And I like to do it just so that way I make sure most everybody knows you can do this. If you can draw a C, you can do this. And if you can draw a straight line. Well, you know what? I take that back. It doesn't have to be straight. If you can, whatever it is there, it's not straight on purpose. On purpose. A line, period, because it doesn't matter. All right. And so from all of those little points that you had coming out of the first shape, then draw a line coming out, and then we do the whole thing again. All right. So this, your first C shape, and it doesn't matter whichever direction, right? Coming from there. And same thing. If it works better for you to do it that way, do it that way. It's so fun. One thing too is as I'm going around, because maybe in your mind, which is what was going on in my mind, is like, well, how do I make sure to have enough? Well, honestly, I could just put a curve line here, because like I said, it doesn't matter. If you want to have the 5, well then just, when you get kind of close, then you just kind of make it up, right? Squeeze it in. Or, make one a little bit smaller. Just adjust as you go. And like I said, it doesn't matter which direction. Okay, let's see if I can do this in one. Or almost. That would have been 2. Because after you do them for a little bit, that's like, okay, I can. Like that. Now, one thing that I did do with this is... look at, okay, so here's what's interesting. I was gonna say, I would start it going to whichever side had more space. But this one, I got it pretty much like almost straight up. This one too. So that's kind of cool, but it doesn't matter. Don't worry about it. Don't think about it. All right. Now, the next step, I did have to look a little bit. So what we're going to do on the next step, we're not just taking a line straight out. We're going to connect. So take 2 spokes here and here, the next one up, and this one, connect them. Look at these are coming out neat. I'm laughing because, of course, when I'm doing it here, it doesn't come out as wonky as it did when I was doing the step out. But just don't worry. We'll see what happens. You can make these curvy. However, the next bit... Oh, no, here's one. So you can see, like, this one is pointing down. So is this one. So you can go like that. It all works. And then the rest of the points. Well, let's see. This one, I think I'm going to make that. Oh, wait, but if I do this here, then I can make that one. I'm calling them stars because that's what they look like. And you grow this as you want to. And I love that about this tangle. And by the way, I did not mention, this is one of, from a couple days ago. Yeah, just like this week from Tangle Patterns. If you have not subscribed at Tangle Patterns, subscribe to her newsletter. You get 5. Yeah, she sends out a different tangle like on the weekdays, and then I think it's like a refresher and a something else maybe on the weekends. But you get you get a fair amount of tangles. It keeps you real busy. And there are other resources as well. I like to kind of mix it up a little bit. And then also going, into the past. And just, I look for whatever inspires me. But I did want to play with this one. All right, so, like, this is close together here. So I'm going to, with those lines, because on each of these, let me just go back. We're going to start anew. Like that, right? But here, it's like, well, I'm going to just, there's 1. 2, 3. And I kind of like the 5, but like I said, it doesn't matter. And you grow it however you wish, as I mentioned. This one, it does, as I get quiet, because it does take a little bit of concentration, right, to get this. And I was going to say, to get it the way you want it, but at the same time, it doesn't matter. So I was thinking it and then taking it back in my head. That's why I paused. I'm like, wait, okay. Sorry, sometimes I just get too excited. And so I can see, well, as I'm going out, I'm getting bigger and bigger, which is fine. Let's do this. Let's trace over a little bit. We'll make that one a little bit longer. Like that. What I have been tending to do, as I was mentioning, is where I have a bigger space, I start the C shape into that direction, just because. All right, and so once you've gone all the way around, then, like I said, going up from, the spoke, right, that you had gone, then we want to connect those next ones. And however you want to connect them. I like doing weird, it's kind of like whatever direction this is going. It's like, well, let's see, how do we want to meet that up? Oh, like that. This one here. And it's good to like identify, okay, there's where I'm going. Oh, that can be just a nice regular old curved line. Ooh, this one too. Sort of. That one. Not really this one, but that's okay. Because like I said, this was aiming down. So you just make an S shape. It's all good. And look at, it's just interesting how it turns out. And I don't know. I just think it's neat because while you have control, you don't have control at the same time. I am just enamored with this one. And then, however, like I said, however big you want to make this, you can do it. Ooh, that's going to be interesting. Could even, well, let's see. If I get to a place, where do I want to do that? I mean, it could be a point, too, where you either decide that you're going to just connect a couple lines and leave it at that. Or like this, I can just take this one right off the page because that was my intention. To take it, to fill up the whole thing. This one, well, I could have, I can still do it. Because I'm getting it in the right position here. You can do the kind of the takeoff and land idea, right? So we can trace over here. And then I can just merge it together, tracing over again on the other side. So you can do that. You don't have, you can change the order of things. It's all good. It's all good. Oh, and then actually here, since I don't have anything to match that up with, we'll just take that one off the page. Oh, well, that's all right. It's all good. Oh, I guess, well, that's all right. Like, I could have made another star and then had it go another direction, but it's good. And let's do this one to this side. But that's what's kind of fun, is that as you go, you know, those are some of the tough decisions that you're going to have to make. Actually, this one, gosh, well, no, let's put the star here, because that's kind of in a weird place. So let's do this. Like that. It's like a puzzle to me. That's where my brain goes. And then two, you know, maybe I'm leaving that the way it is because I feel more inspired to do that right there. And then let's do this one like that. And then decide, okay, am I coming off for another one here? Oh, sure, why not? Ooh, this one too. Maybe a little one. So the steps get you going real nice. And then, well, oh, sure. Let's see. Got myself in a pickle there. Well, we'll figure that out. This one, though, I can connect that line to there. No problem. And it still doesn't matter because I can just leave it as it is, or I don't know what. This one I can connect here. That I can have going off. Like that. Like I said, it's just so interesting how it turns out. And how fun. I mean, really. Ooh, here's another one. First. Like that. And we'll connect those two. Let's see. And I also love that, you know, nothing has to be perfect. It's almost cooler when it's not. And then you just go with it. Let's see, how can I... Well, let's see, that can go right off of there. Well, this could too. I guess, whoop, nope, let's see. I can connect that little one. That can go off, that can go off. I can start one here. Then this can go... Yeah, I mean, when you're going off of the page, it's whatever your imagination says. Oh, well, there's something way out here. Okay, sure there is. It doesn't matter. All right, then let's connect these. That. You know, at some point like this, you just might want to take it kind of one at a time. We'll go like that. Oh, let's see. Well, I feel like I need to put one here. Let's just do it. Yeah, and then we can connect that. And that, and those can go off the sides. Oh, I still have this one little weird thing here. You know what? If I didn't tell you, you wouldn't know, right? If you didn't see it, never mind. Oh no, I have another one. Oh no, what do we do? Let's see if I do this and go. No, I still end up with the same problem. However, like I did here, because like there's no rules, right? I could just leave it that way. I could, like this, connect to a nearby intersection. So it's not like sticking out there seemingly like a sore thumb with, it just doesn't matter. I just like that solution. So there we go. All right. Fun. Totally fun. Now, I was thinking, okay, how to shade this? And it looks like Mollie did, well, let's see, looking at hers, yeah, I don't see a whole lot of shading. Sometimes it's hard to see when you're looking, if it was scanned in or whatever. But looking at Linda's now, so there could be a couple ways that you could do this. One could be to put some maybe in you could do the whole area. So if this is it's a great fill in, right? So you could just do around the perimeter. Ooh, which I could just do that. Well, let's do... because I took it off the edge, that's going to be a little difficult-ish. Maybe not so much. We'll figure it out, right? There's always a way. We just have to think creatively, and that's one of the side effects of Zentangle practice is coming up with creative solutions for things. All right. And not just to do with Zentangle necessarily. It can be translated. Okay, that looks like it's okay. Now let's bring that in. Look at how that works. All right. So like that, you could just do the whole section, or you could in maybe some of the bigger ones, or just spread it out, right? You could put, like I like to put these little C shapes, in. Could do for some. Now I do want to try this. Let's do right here. So what if we were to shade in? So you could do. I'm just gonna spread that out so it's not like so much of a. Well, we're just experimenting here and there. Oh, that was blue. You don't want the blue one. There's the other one. Here and there. That looks neat too. Oh, we have to do something over here. Let's put it. Yeah. So even though I put some on some of these, it's just adding some extra dimension and texture. Or however you want to come up, with a way to do it. Maybe you do it a lot larger. Gosh, if you do it really with really big spaces, it could turn into its own reticula, and you could put other tangles inside. Up to you, of course. Or you might be able to shade, maybe, or like around some of the edges or something, and make it look, more like a cobblestone or something like that. I don't know. But really, really neat. You can tell. I'm enamored by this one. Super cool. All right. And I hope that you have enjoyed it. If you did, I would love it if you click on the like button. And if you liked it enough to see more, please click to subscribe to the channel. In the description section, you will find links to the step outs. Like I always do my own version, and then link to the creator of the Tangle. Below that, you will find my link tree, and that has links to everything, like all my social media, website, etc. I do want to highlight our Tangle Addicts community Facebook group. So if you are interested in hanging out with a bunch of crazy Tangle addicts, come and join us. You know, the more the merrier, the more the crazier, really. It's such a wonderful group of people. It's such a nice, safe space to just to be able to share and have fun. So come and join us. There are 4 questions, though, that you must answer in order to gain entry. I like to make sure that you're aware of that. And yeah, I think that's it. By the way, if this is the first time you've watched me, I do teach online twice a week. So if you want to tangle with a bunch of with these crazy tangle addicts, you can come and join us live. I do it via like video conferencing, like Zoom, but not Zoom. And I do them on Tuesdays and Thursdays, twice on each day. Thursdays are always free. It's called Tangle Time. And so when you go to my website, you can click on where it says classes and then scroll down to see Tangle Time. And then also on the 3rd Tuesday of the month, that's another free one called Tough Tangle Tuesday. All the other ones are on Tuesday, and they have either a fee or are exclusive to my club members. And information about the membership club is there's a link there as well, and a link on my site. So I think that's it. If not, watch tomorrow and I'll have something else. I'll have whatever I forgot today. But it's all there in the link tree. And yeah. All right. So with that, thanks so much for having fun with me. I wish you happy tangling.